By University Democrats and College Republicans. Cody Johnson.
Abel is severe! One!
Hi everyone, my name is Captain David Tiberius McQuary 5000 and I come from the future. Currently enrolled at UT, only the future UT. In my future, UT is more of a technical college. It's University of Phoenix, DeVry, Texas Tech. A business honors major, and I manufactured my own design a time machine to come here to your time to prevent a lot of bad things from happening.
Hi, my name is Andrew Nash. I'm a fourth year theater and dance major, and I'm running for student body president.
My name is Scorcelletti. I'm a fifth year computer science major.
My name's Aaron West. I'm a journalism major. I'm a senior.
And which office are all running for this, you guys?
We're running for president and vice president.
My name is Abel Mulugheta. I am in the College of Liberal Arts, and I'm running for president of the student body.
Hi, my name is Desai. I'm a business honors marketing major from Plano, Texas. And I'm running for student government vice president.
Yeah, my name is Natalie Butler. I'm a fourth year Plan 2 honors government and communication studies major, and I'm running for student government president.
Hi, my name is Janette. I'm a third year government European studies major, and I'm running for a liberal arts representative.
I'm Zhao. I am a second year government rhetoric and writing and political communication major. I am running to be your liberal arts representative.
Hi, I'm Wesley. I'm a third year master in professional accounting, also working on a sport management degree. I'm campaign manager for Big John Lawler, running for liberal arts rep.
My name is Pedro Villalobos, and I'm running for university-wide representative as a second year junior, majoring in sports management.
My name's Yaman. I'm a third year government major. I'm running for university-wide representative.
My name is Wesley Williams. I'm currently in the School of Undergraduate Studies.
My name is Cody Johnson. I'm liberal arts, government, international relations, and European studies triple major. And I'm running for the University Union's Board of Directors.
I'm Alex Jones. I'm a political communications sophomore from Houston, Texas. I'm running for the Co-op Board of Directors.
Everybody knows that there's budget cuts. The state told the university that they have to cut their funding by 5%. And so President Powers has told departments on campus that during this budget crisis we're going to have to cut internal budgets. And we all know that tuition is rising, financial aid is dropping, federal Pell Grants being cut, Texas grants being cut. We want to allow students options on how to afford to continue to afford the University of Texas. We want to have a new committee, a scholarship committee, where students who are very good at finding scholarships will work together to help other students who have difficulty getting these opportunities. Obviously, students at the University of Texas, they have merit. They can receive scholarships, but it's just the access. It's very difficult to find the scholarships at times. So we want to help create this committee that will allow other students the opportunity to find the scholarships. Also, we want this university to help reallocate their funds, hopefully allow a more balanced budget so students won't have to take a hit when it comes to tuition. Another big issue is unity. We think the university has a lot of different groups on campus, a lot of cliques. We think students should mesh and come together. Our motto is One Texas. We think at the end of the day we're all students. We should come here to get our degree, but secondly we should also come here to network and meet other people.
Well, the biggest issue is obviously going to be budget cuts. It's already started hitting us now, and it's going to continue hitting us. I'm currently a student government representative for the College of Liberal Arts, and it's given me a lot of insight into the different budget cuts from different committees I've been sitting on. Everything's getting a hit right now, so budget cuts and keeping the student voice alive in the budget process is the biggest issue facing students right now.
Everyone right now is talking about the budget cuts and the tuition setting for next year. I do believe a lot of the anger stems from not knowing where the money is going and from where the money is coming, and people are just unaware of the specifics of the budget cutting and the tuition.
I think the biggest issue over the next year will be the budget cuts, implementing those, and the tuition. And I'm on the College Tuition and Budget Advisory Committee for the College of Liberal Arts, and I'm trying to bring a student voice, a student perspective to those budget issues and to tuition setting.
I think the two most important right now are the budget crisis in combination with the fact that it is a tuition setting year and student safety.
What we've seen for a long time as student government acting as one giant body. There hasn't been a lot of separation between the executive and legislative branches, and they actually did away with the judicial branch because they just didn't feel like it was doing anything. The good thing that I really like about the reform that recently passed is that it clearly establishes a division and a system of checks and balances between each of the three branches of student government. We're really excited because Melanie and I are ready to step up, lead the executive branch into a lot of new programs. If you look at what the Reform Task Force calls us to do, it talks a lot about reaching out to the students and connecting with the student body.
With the current structure, you have the vice president leading the assembly, which kind of creates a strong executive branch, limiting what the legislative branch can do as far as what the assembly can do. So with the proposed restructuring, you have now a chair of the assembly to give some power and some voice to the assembly that it hasn't had before. Yeah, as soon as this elections are over, the first meeting they'll elect a new chair and they'll start the whole new structure with less agencies, more leadership roles, more division of where the power is and more ability for people to do more work.
I know right now we have a lot of agencies that don't really do what they're supposed to, and we can definitely combine a bunch of agencies to make it work more efficiently, and that's exactly what's happened. And I think that it would make student government work a lot more efficiently. But I do want to add something else. I want to add UT student government's equivalent to the Texas Legislature's Sunset Commission. See if it's still relevant, is it still necessary, do we still need funding for that? And I want to do that for student government, maybe a year or two, every year or two, and have them reevaluate our agencies and our committees and see if we still need it and maybe reallocate funds.
UT, switch up free! UT, switch up free! UT, switch up free!
My platform basically, and it's short, is just don't vote for Natalie Butler. That's pretty much basically what I'm going for. I know personally that in the future it's real bad. Natalie got elected and just everything kind of went down south ever since then. Not that there's anything wrong with the South. Look, she's a dictator. She starts this company. You don't know this yet, but it's called ButlerNet. It's evil, led by a lot of robots. They liquefy students. There's a lot of nuclear war. Just a bad scene.
I served as an agency director of student government my sophomore year, so I was part of the executive branch under President Liam O'Rourke, or not President O'Rourke, but Keshav Rajakumala. Additionally, I've served as chair of the Texas Review Talent Show Committee. I've been president of the Student Event Center, which is another campus-wide organization that operates with a budget of over $450,000. Melanie has served as president of College Republicans. She worked on Hook the Vote, and together I think we have a lot of experience that makes us the perfect candidates for SG president and VP.
The platform is that there should be a normal person on the ballot. Pretty much we almost all agree on the same issues as far as like government sanctioned channels go. I mean, all the candidates say the exact same thing. We're all for low tuition, et cetera, et cetera. But I think what our platform specifically is that we're normal. So we can sort of take alternative approaches, and we think that they're more effective than just the government sanctioned channels. For instance, having things like this.
Well, our platform is broken down into three key issues: unity, accessibility, and safety. Like I mentioned earlier, unity is very important to Samir and I. We want students to come together. We have 3 different initiatives under the unity part of our platform. We want to form the President's Council. Different presidents from different organizations come together and serve on one committee. That'll allow them to have a discussion about the issues not only within their organization, but also within their community. Secondly, we want to have an online Longhorn Forum. This will allow for pretty much a conversation digitally. A lot of students are moving to the digital age. Less meetings are occurring on campus in rooms and occurring over the internet. So we want to have this conversation with different students online. And lastly, we want to create a cross-cultural appropriations process in student government. Right now, organizations can come to student government and ask for funding. We want to have a separate fund for organizations that co-sponsor events outside of the community. And this will allow greater co-sponsorships on campus. Secondly, accessibility. We want student government to go back to students, market student government better through social media, more student referendums. We want students to get involved in student government. And lastly, safety is very important to us. We've had a lot of conversations with students. It's been a recurring theme, has been safety, safety, safety. We want to increase the lighting on campus, West Campus, North Campus, and also financial safety, like I mentioned. We want students to be able to afford to go to the University of Texas. But at the end of the day, when one student has issues on campus, it affects us all, which ties back to our motto, One Texas?
Our platform has 6 main points. The first one is budget representation. We know that this is not necessarily going to be an economically easy year for the university, but we want to make sure that student needs and the student voice are heard in the budget process. That's our #1 priority. The second part of our platform has to do with student organization, outreach, and service. We want to get student government more involved in service and serving the Austin community and supporting student organizations that do service. We also want to make sure that student government stands up for student organizations and makes sure they're being treated fairly. The next part of our platform is safety. This is something that's very important to me. I've been really involved in safety initiatives the whole time I've been in student government. Especially as a woman on campus, we really want to make sure the campus is as safe as possible. The next part of our platform is transportation. We really want to make sure that the campus is accessible for students who might be commuter students and that transportation services are protected in this next budget year. Another part of our platform is health and wellness. First things first, we're committed to making the Longhorn Run happen next year. It's not going to happen this year, but we think it's a really, really excellent event. So we're committed to making sure the Longhorn Run comes back. We also, same thing, like I said with transportation, we want to make sure that those essential services that students use to stay healthy stay accessible on campus. The next part of our platform is social responsibility, which includes making sure that we're always aware of social justice and equality, that we're promoting a diverse freshman class that we not only recruit but also retain on campus, and that we're always making sure that sustainability is a university priority.
I would say that my platform, as a liberal arts representative candidate, I take the word representative very literally. I do believe that I need to work and vote according to my constituents. And my personal opinions, I'm not going to factor them in because I know that half the time I'm not even sure of what I think is right. So I'm really just pressing on going everywhere on campus, the top 100 orgs. I know there's a list for that. And I want to be able to speaker circuit or send out polls to the leaders to send to their members and really gain my constituents' opinions on things because I do believe that I am here elected by my constituents to be their representative. And my whole platform, everything on it is based on student input, suggestions, and opinions.
John Lawler's platform is just basically a continuation of what he's already done. He's running for his 3rd term.
Okay.
So over the past 2 years, he's made promises, and one of the big things that John's been working on is the West Campus parking meters thing. He's been a big advocate to make sure that doesn't happen, to make sure the students' voice is heard, so that way students can continue to have free parking on West Campus. He's been part of the neighborhood committee to actually work on those parking meters, and he's just continued to be a big proponent. And so there's been the 1-year delay of not putting the parking meters, and that's a fight he needs to continue for the next assembly.
I would describe my platform more basing on, more worried, trying to focusing on students and more policies being cost efficient towards the student. I want to lobby for Dan Branch's bill and Manolo Lozano's bill, which both will require the tax-free textbooks, and another one that will require professors to put their course list up 30 days before the first day of class, which would give students an ample amount of time to search for the best price on books, whether it be on Check.com, Amazon.com, Co-op, Austin bookstores, and it would also demonopolize Co-op from holding the list from all the others.
There's 3 things. It's the first one is advocating for affordability. Like I said, I'm on the College Tuition and Budget Advisory Committee for Liberal Arts, and we're working to bring a student perspective to budget issues, and I want to keep doing that for the next year and try and make that on a university-wide level as well. My second thing is promoting civic engagement. I was one of the directors of Book the Vote, which is our voter registration efforts. We registered over 10,000 students, and I'm also one of the coordinators for Invest in Texas, which is our legislative efforts of the Texas legislature, and I've been really involved with that, and so I want to make sure that both those programs come back bigger, better, and stronger.
One of my platform goals it involves the budget process. I feel that student input should be considered on all levels of the budget process. I'm also committed to working with the administration to increase overall safety on campus. I think we can work on lighting and emergency call boxes. Just work with the administration to get more of those, especially in like the arts district where students have told me that it's dark and it's kind of scary at night. So having more lighting out there, more emergency call boxes, I think just having that call box there kind of gives you a sense of security.
I have 3 endorsements so far from the Texas Blazers, the College Republicans, and the University Democrats. I've been going
both sides?
Yeah, both sides. So I've been going as many places as I can.
BallotBook is really great. They email you back, even though we're just running for student body president
who are we?
of like a university. Not really a huge deal. BallotBook, they email us back. The president of BallotBook, they're great.
It wasn't a robot emailing us.
Thanks, guys.